Hello there, and thank you so much for watching this session. My name is Brian, and I would like to introduce Easy Promos. We're a Facebook promotion app. We have over 50,000 businesses across the world using us, many top brands and agencies, and we are known for continually upgrading all of the features and bringing on many new features into our platform to continue to meet the needs of our client base. And we're also known as an innovator in many regards in our industry, having come up with many firsts. We're always in tune with where the market is going, and we really appreciate the fact that your eyes are on us right now. So thank you. I want to talk to you about a couple of case studies where some businesses have used our app, and I'm hoping that from these case studies you'll see some opportunities that fit your own personal business, and or if you're an agency, will give you some ideas for your clients. You may or may not be familiar with this company. They're called Metaflow. They are a water pillow company, and just to give you some background on them, the CEO some 15 to 20 years ago experienced whiplash, and in the process to healing through therapy, he was introduced to a therapy that included a water bottle placed under his pillow. And from there, you can imagine a light bulb went off and the Metaflow water pillow was born. And since that time, the company has expanded into some other products, including backrests. Now, they deal with two specific markets. They deal in the chiropractor market, and they also sell direct to retail. In the chiropractic market, they mostly engage in traditional forms of advertising like newsprint and trade shows, snail mail, journals, and magazines. They also do some email campaigns, but online, I guess the biggest presence or experiences they would have online with marketing would be through LinkedIn. They've found that the chiropractors have a well-established presence on LinkedIn, and it's allowed them to make some great inroads and some connections. It's a completely different story on the retail side. They sell through some of the big e-commerce sites, Amazon, the Bed Bath & Beyond's, Target, CVS, Walgreens, Overstock, and probably a few more. They also engage their community through social media, including Facebook, Twitter, and Google+. And there's one particular strategy that they engage in that I think you'll find really delicious, so stay tuned. This is a postcard that they send out with every pillow that is purchased. And sorry for the quality of the postcard, however, it's the best I could do. What they do is they encourage people to come to their Facebook page and like the page in order to receive a free pillowcase. The perception that they have created is in the consumer's mind is that the consumer says, hey, I'm spending $35 on this pillow, and hey, look at this deal. I get a $10 pillowcase free. And it's an anti-allergen pillowcase. It's got some great value to it. And that's the kind of perception that has been helping them to drive more sales. They mass produce the pillowcase, so the cost of materials plus the postage is cheap enough to make it well worth their while. And in fact, they made a great key discovery when they implemented this program. The growth of their Facebook fan page is directly correlated to the growth of their online sales. They actually are selling more complementary product, and they're selling more pillows as a result of this strategy. The other thing they discovered is that people are not unliking the page. We all think, there's a risk people will come to our Facebook page, like us to get the thing we're offering, and then they'll leave us and unlike the page. Well, it's not happening in this case. In fact, the business has gotten to the point where 50% of all inbound messages and communication is done through Facebook. The rest is done through the website. That's a staggering figure. And what's really telling is the Facebook insights. They just got countless hours and years of marketing research done within, a couple of months of Facebook insights. They can tell and pinpoint through these insights exactly who their demographic niche is. They can tell the gender, they can tell the age, they can tell the location of where their biggest supporters are, so that that can have a big impact on what they're doing to create future campaigns. There's some really positive side effects as well to what they're doing. This has really created a voice for Metaflow. They can post valuable tips on their Facebook page, and their audience will interact with it, engage with the posts. It builds a great community. Additionally to that, customers are coming to the page and they're posting miracle stories. I'll just guide your attention over to Cora, who posted this comment. That she talks about the experience that she's had with the pillow and how it's been very beneficial for her, and then she offers up for anybody to ask me if you want to know about it. And how important is that to any business, really, to take a customer who has paid you for their product and turn them into an ambassador for your business, at no cost to you. It's the most authentic form of communicating the benefits and the merits of your product that I can imagine, and perhaps you can too. It also allows them to join in on the crying and the laughter of their customers. Keep in mind, these people haven't been sleeping. They've perhaps had stress in their relationships and their family. They haven't necessarily had a good experience of working because they've not been able to get sleep, which is so needed. And that's turned around, and now they're regaining their life and their comfort in life and starting to function properly. And so you're getting all of this on the Facebook wall, and what it's doing is it's building a real sense of community. I want to show you a couple of more posts on the wall that are common with the posts they're experiencing and how great they are in impacting their business. This poster explains that they bought their pillow, but they didn't have that code. Remember that perception that they're creating about the $35, get the $10 pillowcase free? Well, this person bought the pillows and then saw the promotion and said, hey, I didn't get that. So they contacted the company, and in that communication, it's uncovered that the person is going to buy another pillow, that the person bought another pillow and used the promotion code, and they intend to buy 2 more pillows. These 2 posts, the first one is a customer of Metaflow who bought the pillow, had a really good experience with it, really helped out, and now she's adamant that she needs to get one for her husband, which is great. They're posting this on the Facebook page, and Metaflow is able to comment and join in on that story. Below that, you've got a customer 2B who doesn't own a pillow and is actually coming here to say, you know what, my pillow sucks, I'm going to get yours. And Metaflow is able to broadcast to the community, okay, well, here's where you go and here's where you make your purchase. So you got social proof building. You've got a community which we can all appreciate, and on top of that, through the community, you've got social proof building. And this means that it's validating Metaflow's claims about their product. It instills in people that the product works, and it has people intrigued. Their takeaway is, that's a neat product, but what about myself? I'm not having a good time sleeping. How could I improve that? What would that pillow be like for me and my family? Now, I also want to talk to you about some benefits that you receive from using these kinds of strategies. And when I mean these strategies, using an actual app like Easy Promos to drive your customers to like your Facebook page through the app. When I say the terms Facebook user IDs, EdgeRank, and custom audiences, what does that conjure up in your mind for you? Well, Facebook user IDs are captured when you have somebody come in to like your page through the Easy Promos app, and you're capturing the user ID because it's a permission-based app. It's just like friending a Facebook page. You can get a user ID by going directly to any Facebook page out there and just knowing how to pull up the user ID. It's there. It's not hidden or locked. And so the app collects these, and it saves you from having to do it on a manual basis. So if you get 1,000 entries in your promotion or contest, you've got those 1,000 user IDs. And what you can do with these user IDs is phenomenal. And we'll talk about that in a second. Actually, before we do move on, I will say that the app also collects email addresses. And we all know how powerful an email address is for your marketing in the future. But I will also have you know that user IDs are golden when in the right hands. So we'll talk more about that in a second. EdgeRank is kind of a nasty word these days to businesses because you have these earned fans that are rightfully yours, and every time you make a post, Facebook is only going to allow 15 to 20% of these folks to see your post. And what can you do to overcome that? You have to pay, you have to buy ads, you do promoted posts. Well, with Metaflow, having continuous customers coming to like the page and commenting and liking and sharing the posts that really speak to them, you have an opportunity like Metaflow to pierce that threshold of EdgeRank and actually get Facebook to ease up and start to reward you by sending those posts organically to more of your audience. And I think that Metaflow is certainly showing us a great example of how to do this. Now, custom audiences, this is very interesting. Facebook came out with custom audiences, and they exist in your Power Editor. And when you have a Facebook user ID, you can do an awful lot inside custom audiences. From inside Easy Promos, you go here to this icon, the Excel or CVS table icon. Click on that. It opens up a table which gives you, all of your entrants into your promotion, and it gives you the Facebook ID right here. You take that Facebook ID and you create a custom audience based on user IDs. This is inside your Power Editor of your Ads Manager in Facebook. Excuse me. So you create a custom audience. Let's say you've got 1,000 user IDs. Okay, well, you load that into custom audiences, and you can see I've got these different types of campaigns in here, and you can see my LinkedIn contacts. I've chosen 800 of those contacts. There are people that I want to be able to target through a custom audience, and I happen to have their email addresses, and that's how I'm targeting them. And Facebook was able to recognize those email addresses, and I can send promoted posts or I can send ads to them. And down here, what I can do with that 800 leads who are what I consider to be perfect prospects for my business, I can create a similar audience. So what I can do is take those 800 names on Facebook, whether it's emails or user IDs, and I can multiply their characteristics to 100,000 people, to 500,000 people, to 1 million people, and then I've got an audience that I can go after and target, which is my ideal audience. So it's really powerful stuff that you use Easy Promos to collect not only email addresses, but user IDs, and get the benefits at the same time of creating things like custom audiences. And the other offshoot benefit is that you're able to attract and engage customers so that you can overcome that lowball threshold of EdgeRank that Facebook has put out there. Now, I want you to also know, for about a year, Metaflow was buying this service that we're talking about here from a German company who produced their codes, their graphics, managed their CRM, and gave them analytics of the traffic to their tab. And then what they would do, what Germany would do, is obviously they're in business. They would charge them a really steep or handsome monthly fee. And it was well worth it for the company to do because it allowed them to build their audience and increase their sales naturally. And then they found the Easy Promo solution. They actually came to us and said, "Hey, do you have this functionality?" And we said, "Well, yeah." Immediately, they saved a ton of money because they were able to create the promotion and just let it run. But there was some other important factors that they really benefited from, which even outweigh the benefits of the cost savings, and that's the fact that they had better data capture. They've got the Facebook user IDs now. They weren't getting that with the previous promotion. They've also got sharing, social sharing, so their customers come in to the app, and then they've got the opportunity to share, and they're in such a great mode getting this $10 free pillowcase. There certainly a high majority of these customers are sharing this with their communities on Facebook and Twitter and or email anywhere they want. There's a complete ease of use for Metaflow to get inside the app, create the app, and make any changes they want. They've got complete autonomy as well. They don't have to go to Germany and pay them to make a change or say, hey, can you give us this report or that report? It's all at their fingertips. And really significant, they solved a huge issue that was haunting them. The previous vendor solution wasn't mobile friendly. They were receiving message after message from customers saying, we got your postcard, thank you so much. Now we're frustrated because we've spent 30 minutes looking for the promotion and we can't find it. And they're getting upset. And so Metaflow is having to respond to these. They're realizing that they're creating an environment for the customer that isn't ideal. It isn't what they want the experience to be. And they're spending a lot of their own time following up, telling the clients that, hey, we don't have a solution for you. You're going to have to go to your desktop when you get a moment and pursue it that way. And sorry for the hassle. And then what happened was they came to us, in the process. They asked us what our technology could do. We answered the questions. We talked about it. We gave some pointers. And then after they installed it and got it set up, we had this conversation with the clients, and we got talking about the postcard. And it was a conversation that I was involved in. And I said, look, can you tell me about the postcard? And they told me, and I said, okay, so you got a QR code on that, right? And they kind of went silent. And then, they said, well, what do you mean? We know what a QR code is, but what are we going to use that for? Why would we put that on a postcard? And so I had said, well, that's the way in which you're going to be able to get your customers who have a mobile phone or an iPad to be able to enter this code into this promotion and get the pillowcase. Otherwise, they have to go to a desktop. And they kind of went silent. And then that's when I heard about all of these issues about, you got to be kidding me. We've been responding to people and we didn't know that this could even be fixed. And so, they came to Easy Promos because they wanted a better solution, more hands-on, save cost, do things themselves. And then they found out that there was this massive benefit, and they really saw the power of what they had. They were overjoyed when they found out this situation that they hadn't even anticipated. And now there was a transition period because they had a bunch of cards already pre-packed in pillows ready to be shipped out. And so they aren't going to go and unpack those. But what we were able to do is give them an interim solution, which is a link that they could send out to these people and say, hey, sorry for that inconvenience. Here's the link. Just click on this in your mobile device and you'll be able to enter the contest. And that's exactly what happened. So the calls, weren't as, although they were coming through because there still wasn't a QR code, they had a solution and the customers were happy about it. So now it was still time spent by Metaflow to have to respond, but it was a good response. You know what I mean? It was a good response. So after that, they were able to get the QR code on the postcards, and then that cleared up the issue of having to have the communication about not being able to find the promotion. But they also found that what happened was the number of cards they're sending out are now starting to produce better conversions in people coming back, because we find 30 to 40% of people will use their phones in these kinds of circumstances. And that's a big missed number, like they were experiencing previously. And it's a huge gain. It's a net gain for them now, because that's an extra 30 to 40% of the people who potentially will come through and fan the page. So now, as a result, we're able to, as a company, Easy Promos, to engage with this client and talk to them about other opportunities. So back to the chiropractors, they do a lot of trade shows, and we have some ideas, we have some concepts for them that fit so perfectly to engage their chiropractors. We also have some solutions that fit with these clients who are posting their heartwarming stories on the fan page, and the way we can do this is through things like dynamic quizzes, some text-based voting contests, so people actually put their story in there and get their friends to vote on it. Recruiting their friends, that's really powerful. These people are sold on the product. They've had a life-altering experience in a positive way with it, and now they've got an opportunity to tell their friends, oh my goodness, that's a great position to be in. And we also do it with instant wins. Instant wins get people coming back. They get them excited about the product. You can create a buzz with an instant win, particularly over something like a holiday season or a gift-giving season, where you can really entice your audience to come in and motivate them to invite their friends. And back to the chiropractor story that we were talking about, Metaflow never had it in their roadmap to include chiropractors on Facebook. That's B2B, and often B2B is a hard thing to achieve on Facebook. However, we were able to show in cases with the trade shows, they could capture the chiropractors as fans on their Facebook page through similar types of engagement through these promotions, and you capture the Facebook user ID of the chiropractor's personal Facebook account, which allows you to then clone your audiences as well as capturing their email address. Another factor that plays into this is that I have a friend who's a chiropractor, and he has shown me his Facebook page, and on that Facebook page he has 2,000 friends who are chiropractors with personal Facebook pages. So Metaflow is happy to recommend these types of solutions to companies that are valuing social media, establishing a fan page, and moving product. They find that it's smart, it's easy, it's cost effective, and it gets fans to engage. So let's take a look at what it is like for a customer going through the entire process. Here's the postcard. Now imagine a QR code there if you're on a mobile phone. If not, you're going to go to that URL in the Facebook URL, and you're going to go through the process of the app. So you would land on the Facebook page in that case. You would see the digital promotion up in the tab, or you might see a post in the news feed. You click on that. It takes you right through to the landing page of the promotion, where you click on enter, and then this is the landing page of the promotion. If you were on a mobile device, you'd see it nice and clearly. It's all responsive and set up for mobile. You don't have to do anything to create that. It's automatic with the Easy Promos app. Then you go to the entry form, and you can see at the bottom, the last field is where you put your code, and the code came from the postcard. You fill in the rest of your information, which is all customizable. You can ask this kind of information or not. It's up to you. They finalize. They like the page by finalizing. This is what the entry form looks like on a tablet. And then they go to the thank you page, and the thank you page is multifunctional. You can embed a video inside there. You can redirect them to your shopping carts, to any other page of interest, your blog, anywhere really, a link on the web. You can give them a printable coupon, or you can give them a unique promotion code that they can take to your shopping cart. There's lots of functionality with this thank you page to engage your fans, and you also can have them share. If I go over to what it looks like on the mobile version, then you can see that they can invite friends, they can publish it, they can share it, they can tweet it, they can grab a link and email it to their friends. So there's a number of things that they can do with this thank you page. The experience for them is fantastic. They have entered the promotion. They get their pillowcase, whatever item it is. Think of your own businesses. Think of clients you deal with. How can you incorporate this kind of feel-good reward that builds your fan base, allows you to engage your audience, and allows you to actually tie sales to growth on your Facebook page? Okay, folks, I'm taking you over to our website where I'm going to show you some support material that will really put things or bring things all together for you. On the website, we go to the blog. In this case, I'm just going to search redeem code. And that pulls up a couple of case studies, but if we scroll down, we've got the code validation right here in rewards. So let's click on that. This article, I'm just going to expand that for the camera. A little bigger, there we go. This article, so it says how to reward your customers on Facebook, and that's what this is all about. It's about rewarding your customers, customer loyalty, appreciation, things that go a long way for you to earn the right to capture your fan on Facebook, and also to continue to do business with them and have them invite friends of theirs to do business with you as well. So we start off in the article talking about, would you like to reward customers of your products? Would you like to encourage your customers to become fans of Facebook? Would you like to organize a prize draw for a group, a closed group of users, with the aim of helping you give recognition to those users who are loyal to your brand? This is pretty powerful stuff. And you can access this article right under the video player as well. I'll have it posted there. I'm in short order. I'm going to have a QR code posted, which you can just scan with your phone, which will take you right over to a live demonstration we have set up on our demonstration page. But just to scroll through here a bit more, we've got a section on the objectives and the benefits, rewarding your customers. One way to loyalize customers is to give them an incentive each time they buy or consume your products. Make your customers into fans. So we've gone through this in the demonstration that we just watched with Metaflow, but I'm just rehashing here because once you have this information present, there's unlimited opportunities for you to go out there and talk to customers or consider your own brand on how you're going to engage clients with these tools. So to hear it over again isn't a bad thing. Create a prize draw for a closed group of users. Here's some practical ideas. Do you own a store? Then why not carry out a prize draw among customers who buy your products? Do you give lectures or courses? What a great way to doing what I'm doing here in this presentation, which is going to be flashing a QR code, and then you can go and take a look at the demonstration right on your phone. This is a perfect way to thank attendees by holding a prize draw right there. It's a captive audience. You can give them a special code, make them feel, really appreciated that they're there, special, and part of your community. Do you manage a private club? Then why not offer exclusive promotions? So, back to an online shopping club, organize exclusive promotions for your members. For every purchase made, offer the user a code. Do you have an online store? Incentivize your customers to make future purchases. So here you offer a reward to all users who make an online order. Offer them a code that they can then use to enter a prize draw. You can, at the end of that prize draw, it's also important to know that you could offer them further discounts. You could give them a printable coupon at the end of that particular exclusive draw or promotion. You could give them a gift card. You can hook this up to reward gift cards online or have it mailed out to them. The power is really unlimited. And I had a thought in my mind too. You can use the this reveal code or redeem code in front of any one of the Easy Promos promotions or contests. It's not standalone. So if you're running a sweepstakes, you can put this in front of it. If you're running an instant win, you can put this in front of it. If you're running a quiz, same thing. You can mix and match all the features within the apps of Easy Promos and make your own custom experience for your clients. And that's really what it's all about, is trying to create an experience that your clients appreciate. So this is where we go into, what is the customer user experience like? And I'm going to just at this point, I'm gonna put up the screen for you to see the QR code, and you can go and experience this by yourself. So thank you very much for taking a look at this. And brands, agencies, feel free to contact us to learn more. What we do in our business is we create this technology for you, but we also support it with strategies. You have very creative minds clearly in your business. We have creative minds. You'll be able to point things out to us. We'll be able to point things out to you. One of the best things that happens for us and our customers is when we get to have conversations and we get to have discovery conversations about your business or your clients. And you really, there's no limits in those conversations and what can come out of them. So again, thank you for your time in watching this, and we look forward to hearing from you and supporting you in your endeavors. Just before we go to the QR code, I want to take you over to our Easy Promos fan page. And here, what you can do is go to the second row of tabs and click on Install Application. You would grab the Install the Premium or the White Label, which is supported or supports this redeem code strategy. And you can install this in a heartbeat. If you scroll down here, it shows you the steps, which really takes 20 seconds. What you do is install the app to any page you want. You don't have to pay, you don't have to register, and you can set up and play with the back end with a really great preview tool to show you what your promotion can look like. And I want you to know that setting this up, once you have established what you want to do, you can set that up so inexpensively and fast and effectively with the Easy Promos app. If you're an agency, for example, you're going to find customers don't want to put the time and effort into that creative thought and execution. That's where you come into hand. And when you work with Easy Promos, all of the billing that you do with your client is majority profit for you, and you've saved time and you've really wowed your client. So I encourage you to install the app and take a look at how it functions on the inside so you know for yourself. So thank you again, and here's the QR code.